All right. Oh, hello. Hello. Thank you, Daddy Shout. 40 months. 40 months. Can y'all believe that? By the way, clearly there is something wrong with my overhead cam, which honestly is fucking fine. No, I'll get it to work, but like y'all don't even need to see. Y'all don't even need to see. How is everybody today? I am having a Friday, as always. As always, I'm just like, I woke up at like 10 o'clock and I lazed in bed for like, I don't know, 40 minutes. And then I was like, probably should shower. Probably should do that. So I did that. And then I was like, probably should feed the cats. And so I did that. And then I got up here like 20 minutes before I'm supposed to come on. You don't need to see. Yeah, you can just feel around. We could just have a touching stream. That's what we could do today. Hello, Spadazzles. Hello, Alpha Susan. Just lurking while I jump into the meeting pit. Hello, first, Spooky Mouse. Hello, Lori. Hello, Carolyn. I'm so happy to see you. Trina, thank you so much for the resub. We had a baby last month. Did you name it? Not that I ever remember the baby names. We have a hype train started. I'm gonna see if we can have like a image started. I'm gonna see if I can start an image for my top-down cam. My other cam, this cam wasn't working in the beginning, like when I first started, and I had to go like unplug it and replug it, which is an absolute feat because there's a lot of cords. There's a lot of cords back there, and so I was having a hard time figuring out what the fuck the cord was. You're melting. Your office is at 82 again. No, I won't allow it. Hello, Doomed. Hello. These are 2 random nail polishes that were on my desk. Over here, this may fool you into thinking that I have a somewhat tidy desk. I need to give this to Husbando. He's been looking for our balls. Where were our balls? Directly in front of my face, as always. Our collective balls that we share as a family. Hello, Luna. So I forgot to post that I wasn't going to stream last week. I wanted to stream on Thursday. I really wanted to stream on Thursday. Shepard, do you want to come up? I know you do want to come up. I wanted to stream on Thursday, but then I just had way too much to do. We were getting ready for our Rage Against the Regime protest, which went amazingly. It was a lot of work, but it went so freaking good. It was such a good time. Shep, come on. Come on. Do you hear her? Do you hear her every time I'm like, come on? She just screams at me. I have done so much stuff this week. I have this Volari gaming pillow. I don't use it for gaming anymore. I literally use it. Do you hear her? Do you freaking hear this shit? Do you hear this shit, my liege? I literally just use this now as a portable cat bed for Shepard for my lap. Okay, Shep, you are behind me. You are screaming behind me. Come here. Come here. Shepard, look. Shep. Your spot's opened up. She's coming. Here she comes. There she is. She has been following Husbando and I around, screaming at us. And the only thing that will stop her is my frickin' is this little this portable cat bed that we now have for Shepard, which is a Volari gaming pillow that I put on my lap to make her shut up. Wait, you also leash the cat? Leash the cat at the mall was also black and white. It's indoor mall. There's a mall cat called Leash the Cat. I should leash the cat here. I should leash this cat. So yeah, here's the baby in all her glory. She's purring right now. She's loving this. She always loves a good belly rub. Unlike many cats, this cat actually loves a belly rub. She actually does. No, a cat on a leash at the mall, just walking around with her big white floofy dog brother. That's so cute. I've never tried a leash on these cats. Perhaps I should. Shepherd is like chill in most scenarios. You should invest in that. Your cat likes to be up your butt all the time. Yeah. Well, we've talked about me getting a cat. We've talked about me getting a cat like sweatshirt or apron, you know, like with like a pouch in it for cats. And I haven't gotten that yet. I don't know. Actually, nowadays I think they do make ones that fit me. For the longest time, they didn't make ones that fit me. But now they have like the apron ones too. And I just had never gotten around to that. So I didn't do it. But the Volari gaming pillow just kind of like, it's actually not called, now it's called like a Crafties. They've like completely changed their branding to be like, this is actually for crafters. This is actually for like crocheters and stuff. Because I guess like crocheters were buying their shit. And they were like, we'll just rebrand for you, which is cool, just fine. But yeah, like it still says Volari on it. I bought it for gaming. You have a cat apron for Barney. Exactly. Your 2 older cats love belly rubs too. I love that. It's so cute. Shepherd is such a little baby. She's such, if I go to basic, no, you can't really see Shepherd on basic. She is biting me. Shepherd. When she bites, she just like puts her mouth on you. She just like nibbles you with her front teeth. It's like, it's really funny. It's really funny. Look at this baby. Shepherd. You are such an annoying brat. And I love you so much. Such a baby. You used to zip Jammy Dodgers into your hood and walk around with her like that. I love that your cat's name's Jammy Dodgers. But she kept slipping out of the bottom, so you eventually got an infant sling for her. Yes. I like literally should get, because she could be such a freaking nuisance. She could be such a nuisance. I can't tell you all the freaking things I did this week with her in my lap. I designed flyers. I called city council. Just city council directly. No, I called some of the Anaheim city council members. I did my nails. With this cat in my lap, and I might be doing that today too. Yeah, exactly. Vexed, you get it. Meanwhile, Cloud was yelling at me from downstairs. He wants it on the action. He's like, I could be annoying too. Actually, I can also be annoying. Yours likes her backpack better than the leash to explore outside in the neighborhood. That's so cute. That is so cute. Let's see. You have a cat. Oh, yes, you do have a cat apron for Barney. I've read that and I know that. You got a new chair for work and it's cross-legged chair and you have a feeling that the lower part will end up being a cabin. Let me know how that works out for you, because that sounds wild. Oh, okay, y'all, look at this chair. Look at that chair. It sure is something. It sure is something. Let me know how that works out for you. I'm fascinated. I wouldn't want to buy one because like I just feel like I would end up not liking it, but I want to try one. New nail art challenge unlocked. Do nail art with your pet on your lap. You first tried leashing your cat, she would go flat cat, all 4 limbs flat to the ground. She grew to love it when we went hiking. Oh, that's adorable. It's giving Monsters Inc. What is giving Monsters Inc? The chair? The chair is kind of giving Monsters Inc. Knocking shot surfaces about 3 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. They love to do that. Shepherd will just get up on surfaces and be like, I want to be here, but there's stuff here. I want to be here. You sit cross-legged in your gaming chair and it's super uncomfortable, so you're hoping, oh, okay. So if you already sit cross-legged, I don't sit cross-legged. My legs are like thick and powerful. Not that other people don't. Mine are extra thick and extra powerful. So sitting cross-legged is not usually something I go for. The chair is so ugly, but you feel like you'd love it. Like, yeah, it's definitely like, I kind of like, it's kind of a vibe, you know? Like, Danny says Monsters, Inc. I'm thinking, like, Star Wars. It's kind of a vibe, not gonna lie. You sit cross-legged in your office chair, too, but it hurts because it's too narrow. Okay, there's a market for this. There's a market for this. I feel I'm really happy for all y'all who might enjoy this cross-legged chair. I just need a chair that's big enough for my large and powerful ass. That's all. Hello, Tiffany. Hello. You get cross-legged, but you switch positions so much. Is everybody here bisexual? Because I hear that that's what we do. Is that we sit weird? I sit weird sometimes, but I don't always have the luxury of sitting weird. Shepherd, there is an indent. There is an indent on my arm. You probably can't see it, and I'm knocking over. Where did it go? Okay, I think it's already out. No, it's right there. There is an indent on my arm from her biting me. From you biting me. I just said that in her face. She's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. She's not that scared. She's still just like sitting here. Yes, you do the bi-pan sit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I did get my hair cut, by the way. It looks really messed up right now. Regardless, I have the undercut back cut way over. I went to a specialty LGBTQ plus hairstylist, barber, who has a lot of experience with like both feminine hairstyles and masculine hairstyles. And so that was really great because he was able to like the hairstylist I used to go to, I really, really loved. But like she didn't really know a lot about undercuts. So she ended up cutting my hair like way too far over. And this barber knew what he was doing with that. She knew what she was doing with my like feminine hairstyle. I was thinking of getting rid of the undercut and actually getting my hair cut like Brahmsy. Shepard said, you talking to me? Exactly. Yeah, Shepard's the weird girl. I mean, you get her a pickle mask. Anyway, the point is that like, I was gonna get my hair cut like Brahmsy. Actually, I was thinking about it, and I'd grown all this out, but then I was like, honestly, I just want to have my like bisexual length undercut bob. And so we did that. So we just did that. And you know, like, I like being like a cartoon character where I just look a certain way. I did get new glasses, but I was so lucky. These are exactly the same. They're the same frames as my old glasses. They're just new frames with new lenses in them, but they are the exact same style. So very, very lucky. You still have to put the chair together, by the way. I got a sewing cart that I need to put together. There's so much. We're really turning our house into a workshop right now. Is really what's happening. You really need a hairstylist because you love your stylist, which keeps giving you very normal cuts. Exactly. Yeah, you might be able to find one in your area. Mine's in Tustin, California, the Umbrella Barbershop. And he is so cool. And like, I wish I had brought him some like buttons or something because he really likes buttons. And I was thinking actually, we got a button maker and I have formatted but haven't printed some Pompenis buttons. And I was thinking of bringing him that. Not that I knew he would enjoy the Pompenis or not. Like, I was like, I would offer them and be like, you don't have to take these. But yeah. I wish I had brought him something. I could have brought him, like, the buttons of Danny and I. Maybe next time. Perhaps next time. You did that with your glasses, too. Rebought 2 favorite frames. Exactly. I also got ones that were, like, specifically smaller so they could fit under, like, safety goggles. And I got them and I look bad in them. I look pretty bad in them. I'm gonna be honest with you. So we'll see. You can get safety goggles that are prescription, and they actually had some, but none of them fully sealed around my face. So no. Hello, Cuckoo. Hello, you made it. By the way, I did get my last month's PPU in. The camera is in no way doing this color justice. that I'm wearing right now. Shepherd, you're fine. You're fine. Or you're not fine and you should leave. Do you feel fine today? If you've just arrived, my cat is on my lap in my Volari gaming pillow. Not in it, on it, whatever. This is Told the Northern Lights to Keep Shining from PPU Rewind from July. Anyway, this is not doing it justice at all in this lighting, in this camera, but this polish is just freaking beautiful. It is like one of the most beautiful polishes I've ever seen in my life. It's like this purple base and this like blue to green shifting shimmer, and it has hollow running through it, but the hollow like turns pink because of like the tint, I guess. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. It's so good. You know, one of the guys got prescription safety goggles that are fully protective. You see if you remember where he got him. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I would love that. I would love that. We did get full face respirators because sometimes I worry I might get tear gassed. You know, it happens to the best of us. It happens like almost exclusively to the best of us. So I thought we should be ready. Yes, Luna, put it on your Cindy hand. Put it there. By the way, I didn't bring it upstairs, but like Luna messaged me when I did not appear to stream, and I told her that I was going to go see Priest, which I did on Friday. I went to go see Priest. It was freaking awesome, but the audience was less. Like the first show I saw with them was in a smaller venue, and they were basically the headliners. And so like everybody there was like down to clown Priest style. This time it was a bigger venue and the headliner was Power Man 5000, which we did not stay to watch Power Man 5000 because like Priest went on first and we were really busy. So we ended up watching Priest and then like going to do a meet and greet with the lead singer Mercury. And then we went the fuck home. Yeah, the smaller venue was so much better. And yeah, it was just so intimate and so nice. And like this one was super cool. It was called The Observatory. It's in Santa Ana. And like it has these like tiers and like it was super, super cool. Hello, Vero. And also, like, it was my first show that I took my walker to, and I did make a post about this on Instagram, but it was, like, life-changing. I was able to, like, dance as hard as I wanted to. I was able to, like, jump even. Like, when Obey started playing, I was literally jumping up and down. And I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm able to do this. And it's really funny because I imagine that like people around me, like, I don't think that they were like noticing or caring at all, especially because it wasn't very packed. Like we had space all around us. We were on like the second tier back, like up against like the railing basically. So we were really close to the stage, but not like at the stage. But yeah, I don't think anybody was looking and judging, but I literally was like bouncing up and down, and I'm imagining somebody being like, why are you in a walker if you're going to do that? And it's like, look, I can't do this all night and I want to do this all night. So that's why I'm doing it. But let me show you. I posted this on Instagram. This was my outfit that I've been working on for months. So I got this dress, I think from Midnight Hour, and I didn't post a picture of the front of the dress. I don't really know why, but my spouse took this picture and I think I look so darn beautiful in it. And I got these shoes from Wider Studios and they are so cute and they were so comfy. Thank you, Vexed, thank you. And then I had like fishnets on and of course my collar, my Priest collar. I looked exactly the way I wanted to. Thank you. Yeah, and I decked out I put Velcro on my walker seat back. I actually have to re-glue down the Velcro. I wanted to sew the Velcro on, but the back of my walker, it is not so intuable. It's got like Kevlar or something in it. I do not know. No, I see so much people think mobility aids are things got to be used by 100% of the time or else you're faking it. Yeah, like, you know, no one there was acting that way, but it was just my like personal like insecurity. So yeah. Looking exactly the way you wanted to. Thank you. But yeah, so I got this huge Priest patch, which I ordered and they were out of. And so I got a message back. I'm assuming from one of the members of Priest, because it was on his website and I think that like it was him. Not Mercury. I think it was Salt actually. But anyway, so I got this and they were out of, and they like got it specially made for me and sent it out. It was like the sickest thing. Like, I think that this is one of the reasons, like, okay, so I went to this barber and he was like, basically like, who fucked up your hair? And I was like, it was me. I'm seeing my favorite band tomorrow night and I saw them like 6 months ago. And right before I went, I like chopped off my hair because like, I don't know. And he was like, what band is it? And I was like, Priest. And he was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And I was like, that makes sense? Please explain how that makes sense. Like, why? And he was just like, oh, like people who are Priest fans, it's like they're in a cult. And then he went on to say them and Ghost, like Priest and Ghost fans. And he didn't know that like, at least that like Priest was made up initially, and now still the majority of Priest was people who left the band Ghost to join Priest. So like he didn't know that, and I was like, that is really, really funny. That is, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because like Priest is like a pretty small band, so I don't expect really anybody to know about them. And most people, you know, that I know don't know about them. The fact that Twitch thought the word AIDS and mobility aids was sexually explicit is yikes. What? That is really fucked up. What the hell? But yeah, I was able to do this, and I have a bunch more patches. I got a bunch of like Fallout specific ones because I'm working on my cosplay right now for the Fallout fan celebration in Good Springs, California in November. So yeah, this is the Mercury symbol for Mercury, then the big priest, then Sinner. This thing says protect trans lives, and it looks pretty gothy. Then I have a Fallout patch, you are over encumbered and cannot run. Then I have this goth patch, which is lyrics to Bela Lugosi's Dead. So if you were with us when we watched The Hunger, that's the song in the opening of The Hunger, and it's considered to be like the dawn of the goth was Bela Lugosi's Dead. And then I have a Skyrim one that says, by Talos, this can't be happening. Because I say that all the time. I say it like constantly. I'm just like, by Talos, this can't be happening. And it's because you made a frowny face. He didn't know that, but he still brought him up in the same sentence. Amazing disappointment. That's amazing. I love that. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a bunch more. I got a Goblin patch, like the band from Suspiria, which I spent like in patch terms a freaking fortune. It was like $16 total to buy that patch and have it shipped. But like, they're the only ones who sell the patch for this obscure band. And I was like, and I need it. I need it. Yes, now Goblin music is running through your head. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for all of us. But yeah, I have now gotten most of the pieces for my Cherry Bomb cosplay, and I'm actually having hello Gidge. Oh hi. I'm actually having somebody make me, like, I'm getting a custom made vault suit. Because I realized it's not cheap to have this vault suit made. But I realized that if one thing, I couldn't find anything suitable pre-made or even semi-made that would fit my body. People were like, you could get a jumpsuit, just a blue jumpsuit, and then like add details to it. And I'm like, that's a great idea. If a blue jumpsuit that was the right color, that's my size, existed, I would do that. But it's not, unfortunately. And like there was another like cheaper site that like was like, oh, you could do a custom size, but they don't make the vault suits anymore. So yeah, I ended up going with this company in Poland, and I'm glad they're going to be getting their money's worth. Like, it's a pretty expensive suit, but you know, hopefully it'll be made with love by people who are paid appropriately. That's great. Maybe we'll watch it for Surreal September. Perhaps. So you haven't seen Spirit in so many years. You never saw the 2018 remake though, just the original from when you were a literal infant. I love the original more than almost anything. And then I fucking hated the new one. I think if I was not a fan of the original Suspiria, especially such a big fan, I would have liked the newer one. But the newer one, like, does quite a bit of, like, spitting on graves, in my opinion. It makes it like a historical drama. And Suspiria's like one of the main like things that like Dario Argento said about the original Suspiria over and over again was that it's supposed to be a fairy tale. So I really did not like that about it. And like, given like there is a lot of artistic merit in the new one, but like there's a lot more like physical suffering. Like the original has a lot of blood and guts and whatever. And that's fine. But the new one's a lot more realistic. Oh my goodness. Paint Nails Plays Games. Thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. I am Fanaticure, aka Stephanie, aka Fanaticure. I'm like, how do I do this? I'm horny on main. I'm cringe, but I'm free. We're just talking about the week that I had, and we're gonna do nails soon-ish. Could we have a shout out? I could probably do a shout out. Thank you, son. What were y'all doing? You were playing Genshin Impact? My husband used to play that game a lot, and he really loved it. Have not recently. Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah. Very, very fun. A lot of people, I think, have opinions about Genshin, and I don't. I'm just kind of like, cool game. Cool game, bruh. A lot of Commedia dell'arte references. Say what you will about Genshin Impact. I would say, like, hundreds of times more people know the names of various Commedia dell'arte characters now. Not just those of us with theater degrees. I've been waiting for this day. Curse you, Steph, you're now on Midnight Hour's website. I'm so sorry. Your hubby hates it. Well, cannot relate. My hubby loves it. Yeah, it's a game. But I am so happy you're here. To hear us discuss Genshin Impact. I have made some Genshin Impact nails. I made Noelle nails. And I think I made Amber nails as well. They're in the other room with my husbando. I really liked my Noelle nails. I really liked them. And I really like Noelle in general. Yeah, they were false nails, because sometimes I make my husband some false nails for him to like literally like display at his desk. Very supportive. I'm cleaning up the area. I haven't really decided what I'm doing today. I did though get, oh yeah, my other hand, by the way, and the light is really, the camera's not doing any of these colors justice, although this one looks pretty much like it looks. This one looks pretty correct. This is Bat Squatch by Night Owl Lacquer. This is Lion's Mane by Cadillacquer. This is the one I have not used yet. You made Miko and Nahida nails a few years ago. I do not know who those characters are. It might have been a few years ago, but possibly all still like like sooner than he stopped playing. I know this one I'm very excited about. I'm very, very excited. Bat Squatch is a really beautiful metallic looking blue. It has a purple base. So it is very reminiscent of House of Hades. I will say that I like House of Hades better. House of Hades, the Mooncat joint. Is this my current energy drink? I don't think so. I need to like clear the cans and stuff out of this room. This is though my current drink. I know Danny talks about it all the time and I was like, I have to get lion's mane. I have to. But yeah. We were talking about my opinions of the remake of my favorite horror movie, which is Suspiria. Suspiria came out in like 1979. No, that's too, but it was within that time. So it's 77, I think. Because I know that the reason, 1977, I know that the reason that, Argento hired, what's her name? Jessica Harper. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you. I know the reason that he hired Jessica Harper was because he saw her in another one of my favorite movies, which is Phantom of the Paradise. I'm looking at my like Phantom of the Paradise shrine. I have the mask and 2 posters across from me right now. Yeah, I know that he cast her because he saw her in that. So it had to be after 1975. It's crazy when you're like, it came out in 1977. And then I'm like, that's so close to 1980. And like, yet that feels so 70s. Like The Hunger came out like 4 years after that. It's wild to me. Because they seem like they're from completely different eras. Like, completely different eras. And they were made very different. Like, Suspiria was made in a buck wild way that was, like, extremely common for Italian movies at the time. In fact, it was, like, possibly the only way the Italian movies were made. Where it's, like, they filmed them completely, like, without any sound at all. And then they dubbed them over. So, like, I remember the first time I watched Suspiria, I was like, this movie sounds and looks dubbed, but I'm reading their lips and they are speaking English. Everybody's speaking English. And a lot of times in those Italian movies, everybody would speak, it'd be like an international cast and everybody would speak their own language and deliver their lines in their own language, which is like, holy shit, what the fuck? And then they would dub it over depending on where they were releasing it. In Suspiria, they were definitely all speaking English, but then they still dubbed it over. Anyway, I could talk forever about like all the freaking weirdness about Suspiria. It's psychedelic from every angle. I wasn't going to watch it for September, but maybe we could do it as a double feature. You were born in 76. This came out a year after you were born. This was like probably being filmed while you were literally being birthed. This is one of your first Cadillacers, and you think it got you hooked. Like, I remember being hooked to Cadillacer before I even knew you could, like, even buy it in the States. I used to see swatches of it, but it was from, like, a swatcher that did not live in the States. And I was like, I wonder when I'll be able to get Cadillacer. I wish that were me, and then I realized that I could, in ways, get Cadillacer. You survived closing week, so you treated yourself to the Plus Life Minecraft collection. I need it. I need to get it. I just keep not being able to justify paying for it. You noticed that dubbing as a child when you rented Women's Prison Massacre. Oh my God. How is Women's Prison Massacre? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it bad good? Right. Psychedelic, not surrealist. I mean, psychedelic, same diff. I was gonna do The Boys and the Girls. I was gonna do Satyricon and Sucker Punch. But I suppose I could do The Boys and the Girls and do Satyricon and Suspiria. All S's. I could do Sucker Punch and Suspiria on the same night. I don't know if y'all have seen Sucker Punch. Amazing bad. Okay, good. Hello, Polished Mess. Hello from YouTube land. What was I gonna say though? I don't know. Point is that perhaps we can do a double feature with Suspiria. I've wanted to show y'all Sucker Punch for a while. I'm sure that probably more of you have seen it than a lot of the movies that I bring up. And if you need to be sold on it, I have 2 words for you. Oscar Isaacs. And he sings. Oscar Isaacs, and he sings. And he's a very bad man, but also still very sexy, even though he's a very bad man. If you're like me, you're gonna have mixed feelings. Sucker Punch made you gayer. It should. It's so funny. Okay, so like I saw Sucker Punch, and like for somebody who has like it connected to me on a level like I have in my life had like extreme PTSD, and like I'm not there anymore, but like the kind of portrayal of what I consider to be that, I think that that's kind of like one of the themes of the movie. It like really hit me hard. It really hit me hard. And I was like, I thought it was just amazing. I thought it was amazing. And I was talking to somebody, I think at work, when I worked at Disneyland, and I was talking about how good it was. And he was like, I haven't seen Sucker Punch, but all I've heard about it is just like boobs, just like a lot of boobs. And I was like, okay, completely not. Like, if you've seen the movie, you know that if you're going to say anything, it's legs. The movie's got a lot of legs. It's a leg man's movie. It's definitely not a boob man movie. Sucker Punch didn't impress you when it came out at first, but it's been eons since then, so maybe people feel different about it now. Yeah, you know, some people don't like Sucker Punch. It really hit me hard. It really hit me hard. You definitely related to being in a prison and escaping to your mind to survive. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look where you like hit the nail on the head. Yes, the cover of Love is the Drug is so good. That's what I love about it. The movie is like pretty dark and depressing, but at the end they do a cover of Love is the Drug, and they initially were gonna put it in the middle of the movie, and they were like, this is really like not fitting with the vibe, and so they put it at the end of the movie. And what I really fucking love about that is that the movie is like dark and sad, and it has empowering moments in it and stuff. But like, I love that at the end, they're like, let's have a curtain call, basically. We're gonna have everybody come out and be like, hey, this movie was upsetting, but like, here's the actors. We're gonna have a good time, and like leave this on like we have put on a production for you. No, I really like that. I love it when there's dancing at the end of a movie, except for in Megamind. Megamind, it sucked. Actually, a few different movies had dancing at the end that I didn't like. But I do love when the ending of a movie is like a musical number, in general. In general, you cannot go wrong with making the end of a movie into a dance number for me. Well, except for the examples that I gave. I don't like it in Alice in Wonderland, the Tim Burton version. That like, when the frickin' Mad Hatter dances at the end, I was just like, what? Who is this for? Why? Like, why are you doing this? Please stop. Please stop doing this. I'm washing my glasses. I'm wiping my glasses off right now. Because they're being a little bit smudgy. But anyway, Satyricon is incredibly problematic. It's basically homo flexible dude where's my car in ancient Rome, made in the 60s in Italy. And yeah, ancient Rome was problematic, and Italy in the 60s was also problematic, but also it is such a fucking vibe. So I hope that if you can handle being an adult about things, we can watch it together and have a groovy time. There is one part that honestly I might skip though, because I don't really feel comfortable playing it in the Discord, and it's a part. So Satyricon is based, I'm going to start taking my polish off, by the way. Satyricon is based on the oldest Western novel. There was another novel that was written before this, and possibly even more than just that novel, but like The Tale of Genji was written, I think, in Japan before Satyricon was written. But Satyricon is the oldest known novel in, like, you know, Europe and stuff. And the one part that I don't want to play is a part that, like, Fellini, who is the director of that movie, like, added himself. And, like, a lot of the movie doesn't, like, make a lot of sense. But this part makes even less sense. And it's icky and bad, and I hate it. And I'm kind of like, Fellini, why did you do this? So I'm probably just gonna skip it, because it literally just, like, doesn't, like, it's not necessary. You know, when you see that thing is like, is it, you know, true? Is it necessary? Is it, like, insightful? Is it kind? Whatever. Like, the answer to this part of Satyricon is no. It's not even true. It's not even true to the source. So we'll skip that part. But I am excited. You're gonna watch Satyricon and you're gonna be like, this is exactly the bullshit I expect to see in this Discord. Because it really is. And the men, gorgeous. There's a trans wedding in Satyricon. Okay? Spoiler alert. You will not see it coming. When it happens, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't believe that happened. But there is legit a trans wedding. And I love it. Thank you so much for the follow, Fratry. Thank you, thank you. So today I was thinking maybe of getting out my meme plates and seeing if I wanted to do a meme on my nails. I'm kind of just like, whatever right now. I'm kind of just like, I didn't really have any good ideas. By the way, though, in the Discord tonight, we are going to be watching the 1999 version of A Midsummer Night's Dream. You've been under a funnel cloud for the last 2 days, and I mean, nothing is likely to come of it, but damn, does it make you nervous? I am so sorry. That is nervous. It's Cannon Frauder. I had to make a new account because apparently you're a bot. I was wondering if it was you. I was actually wondering if it was you. When you said at first that you've been under a funnel cloud, I thought you meant, like, metaphorically. But yeah, it makes sense that would make you nervous. For sure. But yes, we're watching Midsummer Night's Dream with Stanley Tucci and Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold. Because I always have to say it that way. I've set up a system for myself where whenever I say Michelle Pfeiffer, I have to say that white gold. It's got what's his name? Is it Kevin Kline is in it? And actually, to keep up our two movie night streak, it also has Paul Rudd. That's his name, right? In it. Yay, I'm so excited. Yes. It's got the Tooch in it. It's got Christian Bale in it. It's got Rupert Everett in it. What is up with Rupert Everett right now? Is he doing anything? Is he just living his lovely life? Is he just having a good time? We should watch The Importance of Being Earnest with him and Colin Firth sometime. Funnel clouds are freaky the way they swirl. Are you under an Uzumaki? By the way, we were at the comic shop the other day, which is also the game shop, which is usually why we're there. And I was like looking at stuff, and like I wasn't necessarily trying to buy anything, but like my spouse was like, you could buy Uzumaki. And I was like, I have Uzumaki digitally, and I don't need to buy Uzumaki. I like reading things on my phone better. But then he noticed, or I noticed actually, but he like drove me, he was like getting me towards the Junji Ito section, that there was an Uzumaki coloring book. A freaking Uzumaki coloring book and a Junji Ito collection coloring book. So, like, I immediately was just like, this. Wait, what did Danny say about you being a human? You're gonna get in trouble again. You say beep boop. I love breathing air and walking with my leg. What's KPDH again? But yeah, so I'm very excited to have my coloring books so that I can, so that everybody can see Junji Ito as he was never meant to be seen, which is in full color. That it was not meant to be seen that way. I guess though, there's a Junji Ito collection anime I really like. The one that came out on Crunchyroll. They made another one that was on Netflix that I don't think I watched, but I really enjoyed the one on Crunchyroll and it had a really, really good opening theme. And that was in color. Oh, K-pop Demon Hunters. I've heard so much about that and you have not watched it. You can also do a non-Friday. Non-Fridays exist. Now I kind of want Indian food. I'm like, can we make it a non-Friday? Like N-A-A-N Friday? That's what I would like. Not in this community. All right. We are almost done removing this. I should probably move my camera in a better way. I just took a shower and yet underneath my nails are still dirty and I hate that. That's like my entire life. Hello, my love. I'm good, but thank you. I love you as well. We love each other. Thank you. You're welcome. Hub just came in to offer me pizza. You're in for non-Friday, right? You second the vote for non-Fridays. So when Hubs and I were getting married, we had like a wedding, like a bridal shower, as one does. And my sister like did a thing where like she asked my husband questions and he answered and then I had to guess his answers. And one of them was like, what was the best thing that Stephanie's ever cooked? And like, what was the worst thing that Stephanie's ever cooked? And his answers were that this one time that I made Indian food with naan, that the naan was the worst thing I'd ever cooked, but the other food was the best thing I'd ever cooked. And I agree, that naan was really, really fucking awful. It was an experiment, and the experiment did not go well. I fucking love garlic naan. We have a really, really good Indian restaurant down the street. All right. Danny, I hope you're gonna make it to Midsummer Night's Stream tonight because I think you're gonna really love this one. You probably still won't like the Shakespearean language, but much like Romeo plus Juliet that we watched the other day, which by the way, Selena, how did Romeo plus Juliet not age well? Please explain. Because like everybody loved it and it was great. Like I don't. Excellent. You will really enjoy the visuals and the physical comedy of this, Danny. I swear to God you will. Yeah, the one with Leo. I'm wondering if your issues are with just the source material, which I'll give it to you. The source material of Romeo and Juliet is not the best. It certainly is not the best. All right, let's get the Everybody when they're a teenager loves Romeo and Juliet because they're like, oh my god, I get it, they're so in love. And then you grow up and you're like, oh my fucking god. Why? I'm like tempted by Waffle Cat. I also have a This Is Fine. The This Is Fine doesn't have like a border on it though. We've got Kermit drinking tea. We've got SpongeBob saying nobody cares. We got I'm gonna head out. We've also got Picard facepalm. Teenagers so dumb. They would like the story about dumb teenagers. You're doomed. You're correct. Oh yeah, the guns. The guns for sure. The guns for sure. You feel the opposite as a kid. You're like, why are they so dumb? Then I got older and I was like, oh, hormones mostly, but family drama making them feel desperate. Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. And also you watch and you're like, oh no. There were a few parts that was like, that's kind of racist. I can see that too. And I would say that like setting it in Rio de Janeiro was questionable. Having the most like a Latina person in the movie be played by like a literal British woman was questionable. And at the same time, Miriam Margolyes fucking killed it. So, you know, like, I get you. It is like, we were talking about that during it. That, like, there were some questionable choices there. And also, yeah, the guns were a fucking lot. The guns were a lot. But, like, I also don't think it was supposed to be, like, aspirational. I don't think that the movie was pro-gun. I think there were just guns in it. So in that way, to me, it was kind of like a horror movie. Yeah, absolutely. It was very 90s. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I see everything you're saying. And yeah, we did talk about that a bit. Before we started, I was like, here's the stuff that like, I foresee maybe there being like some things about, but let's like discuss them. But yeah, the part where like freaking Romeo is like storming the freaking mausoleum, that was so fucking extra. That was ridiculous. It was so extra. I was like, I don't know. I don't think. Are you actually like, well, yeah, because I was just like, I heard you say that and you didn't tell me why. And I was like, why? So I was trying to think of, oh, the captions are off, Vero. I'm so sorry. I'll get them on right now. All right, the captions should now be on. There you go. But yeah, so, you know, I always want to listen to people's opinions about these things. But yeah, your opinion makes total sense. The disbooty one. There's so many good ones here. There's so many fucking good ones. I also have more meme plates as well. I have more plates like this. Here we go. Here's memes 2. We got this goose. Wait, it's all Ohio, always has been. There's the guy with the bike. I'm sorry that you can't really see these. Hello, Earth Girl, hello. You just watched Chimp Crazy and they talked about even more movies that they used chimps in and how they would never allow that. Chimp movies are so bad. Not that I've even watched a lot of them because like they're so bad. Thank you for the water break. My water is extremely pretty today. My husband chose my water and straw cover color. It's beautiful. It's an even more vibrant pink than you see. I'm tempted by the guy on the bike. I'm tempted by Bike Man down here. I'm tempted by Bike Man. Thomas had never seen such bullshit. I also like this Captain Kirk. Everything looks good to me. Everything looks good to me. Also, the hand, the hand slapping. Just now remembered about Cary Grant's very fine monkey business, the Ginger Rogers and Marilyn Monroe. It was chimpy, you see. Did it have an actual chimp in it? I will admit, I have not watched a ton of chimp movies. God, I don't know what I want. Printer Go Burr is actually a pretty good one for me right now because we're printing so much. Maybe I'll do that. I also like stonks. I don't know. I want to put everything on my nails and also nothing. What do I want? The peace was never an option, Goose, is also good. And the no. I don't know. And the hand slapping while drowning. It's also good. Alan Cumming wasn't chimp crazy. We need to watch. We need to watch Spice World. No fucking joke. We need to watch Spice World. It's so good. Alan Cumming is in it. I rest my case. My case is it's so good and Alan Cumming is in it. It is so good. Like, every time I watch it again, I'm like, this continues to be really good. Meatloaf is in it. Meatloaf plays their driver. Like, I love it. I fucking love it. Cary Grant and Animals. He's in Bringing Up Baby too. Y'all watch older movies than me. Y'all just be watching older movies than me. I do occasionally watch an old movie. A while back, I watched White Christmas. Damn. I gotta say about White Christmas is damn. That is quite a fucking movie. And also, I love Casablanca. And I was actually talking to my therapist about Casablanca the other day. Nah, about White Christmas? Wait, you're about to make demands of Spice World and Josie and the Pussycats is a great Alan Cumming double feature. Wait, what's the yeah nah about? Is it about... Casablanca's so fucking good. One thing, canon bisexual character. Hello? Hello. Canon bisexual character who kind of gets the guy in the end. Like, it's left open to interpretation, which is a lot. Canon bisexual character, but also unfortunately timely. Unfortunately. Oh, you're missing White Christmas of the Holiday Inn, which introduced the song White Christmas. Bing Crosby in both and some. Oh, no. He did not do blackface in White Christmas. At least. Why White Christmas? I don't know. At least not in the one that I saw. Which was like, I mean, I would believe there was a scene cut out. I believe there was a scene cut out of that if somebody told me, because it was just like on, streaming. But yeah, that would also be a no for me, dog. Okay, what? There's also Batman slapping Robin, which is very good, but like, I don't know where it would fit. I've got to decide what I'm doing. I also really just love Waffle Cat. There's that one time, there's this like Kermit and Evil Kermit, and there was this one time that like Hubs made a meme about something, about buying a collection of nail polishes, and then Kadachi during stream did a mani with this image. They just had Josie the Pussycats here at the theater. I have only seen like a retrospective of Josie and the Pussycats. I'm also in the mood for Nyan Cat. And Calm and Panic. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I feel like I've just got to like... make a choice. I hate making a choice. I hate it. I hate it. I also love Surprised Pikachu. I also like this monkey. The always underappreciated Tara Reid. Is she always underappreciated? You'll have to like tell me why to appreciate her more. She's always just felt like she's like there to me. 1 second. I had to blow my nose and also turn my phone on silent because I was just getting non-stop text messages. All right. You've rarely encountered someone appreciating her. I guess. I don't want to set up a randomizer where drop the dice on the plate and pick where the dice lands. It's a good idea. I don't have any dice up here, but I have cotton balls. All right. I guess we're gonna do the what? The what? That's what we're gonna do. That's the one that it landed on, and it's one I was already considering. So let's do the what. But first I have to figure out what the what I'm gonna put on my nails under this. Let me look up the original the what. Josie the Pussycats is why. Okay, I have not seen Josie and the Pussycats. She does have an orange background. She does have an orange background. So maybe we'll just use the frickin' Cadillacer. Let's just use the Cadillacer. All right. Putting on our glistening glow. So in Danny's stream, she was talking about PVB and how it might make your nails more peely and how it might be an Orly bonder. So maybe I should get a new base coat. Maybe I should, I mean, I was already planning on like running out of Orly bonder eventually and not replacing it. And like my nails are not like overtly peeling. They're not like very peely. But yeah, they do, especially at the ends. Like they do be flaking a bit at the ends. What's everybody's favorite non-PVB base coat? It's funny because one that I know that people used to really love and that I have from a D-stash. I just bought somebody's random stash of nail shit and it had just tons of stuff in it. Just PVB. I don't know what the B stands for, but the P and the V are polyvinyl. Because I made a joke that was like polyvinyl bacetate, because like PVA is polyvinyl acetate, and that's just like white glue, basically. And it was polyvinyl, but it wasn't bacetate. So he has a new base coat called Pink Perfector. You're gonna try it. It doesn't have PBD. Okay. Who's Zoe? Zoya. Okay. I thought it was just a nail polish creator that y'all were on first name basis with. Like, I might say like Jill. Butate or butyrate. Okay. Polyvinyl butate or polyvinyl butyrate. Okay. That makes sense. I will be making mine with polyvinyl bacetate. And if it doesn't exist, I will construct it. I'll mix up lacquer sticky base, but I don't know if it would work for stamping because it has like a slightly green tinge. Unlike Bonder, you can kind of see it. Okay. That's good to know. Polyvinyl butyrol. Use KBS filling groovy, but you gotta be groovy to need that. I'm groovy, but my nails aren't particularly groovy. Sure, nail art. This is the first thing you've said in this stream. Hello. I feel like this is the first time you have spoken in this stream. And I just want to give you a warm welcome. By the way, another thing that I'm doing for the Fallout Fan Festival is Hubs is gonna be a ghoul, and I was looking up ghoul prosthetics, and prosthetics you can only use for one time. It's their one-time use generally. And I was like, how easy, because I do have a bit of hello Allie, I do have a bit of a theater makeup background. And so, like, I understand in theory what goes into making prosthetics. And so I looked up, like, how easy it would be to make prosthetics. And it doesn't look hard, especially for me, because I not to brag, but I'm a pretty competent sculptor. So it looks like I'm going to be making I'm going to be making a ghoul prosthetic. Or several ghoul prosthetics, because we need it for more than one day. We need it for like 2 days. So I'm really excited because I've never made prosthetics before. But basically I'm gonna have to they're pretty time intensive. Yes. But I think it'll be fun. You have to do a cast of the person's face and then make a positive of the person's face and then sculpt on top of it with, I'm probably going to be using foam clay. I think that's what people generally say to use. You sculpt on top of it, that, or I'll use like some sort of epoxy and then mold that and then fill it with liquid latex. Probably brush on, like, I don't know, fill it with liquid latex and then press the face into it so that it like fits correctly, and then lather, rinse, repeat. Yeah, I'm really excited. You're back with nudes. How are you liking Lion's Mane? So far so good, Danny. So far so good. But yeah, I hear Vibrant Scents. I hope that they have, if I do try Vibrant Scents, polyvinyl booty roll. Exactly, Spooky Mouse, exactly. But yeah, I hope they have it in non-scented. I always want Vibrant Scents, but the thing about Vibrant Scents is that their scents are so vibrant, you see. And to me, the like Orly orange oil, nail oil that many people can't even smell at all, that's like a scent sensation for me. Getting that nail oil was so validating Because I remember like Hillary smelled it and was like, is this scented? I'm not sure. And Danny had the same like had the same thought. And then she asked me like, Hillary asked me like, hey, like, how are you with this nail oil? And I was like, oh, it smells great. Like, it's a little strong, but like, I don't get a headache from it. You know how it is. Sometimes, like, you know, for me at least, I'll have like a thing and I'll be like, I feel like I have a really strong sense of smell, but do I, or am I just like making that up? And then like, everyone's like, I can hardly smell this. And I'm like, it is so smelly. And I'm like, I do. It's true. All right, so this is 2 coats. I've got like a cotton ball. By the way, I don't know if I said hi to Yurik today. Hello, Yurik. I just realized that I've been seeing you post and I was not sure if I had said hi. You hate scented anything, you get super bad headaches from intense scents. Same, Yurik, same. Husbando loves scented stuff. So in his office, he has like incense and candles and stuff, but like they have to stay in his office because like I get sick. I had a roommate a while back. She is actually the one who painted this room this color. And I loved this roommate. And she had cats and they stayed in this room. It's a pretty big room. And like she had, you know, this cat litter she had been using, and the cat litter, when it's scented, I cannot tolerate it. I cannot tolerate the scented cat litter. And like, I feel like only recently have they really started making unscented cat litter. Probably in the before times, like in like olden times, not the before times, but olden times when they first started like producing it, it was unscented. But then over the years, it always got scented. And what smells bad to me about litter boxes usually is actually just the scent of the litter. And so we started getting unscented litter, but it was like more expensive. And so like, she was like, oh, I'll change to the different litter. Like, but I'll do it, when I'm out of this litter. And I was like, let me buy it for you. And she was like, well, no, like, I don't want you to have to do that. I'll just do it after I'm done with this litter. And she didn't realize that even though her room was upstairs and we were living completely downstairs and the door was closed and everything, that it was like enough of a scent to make me sick downstairs. And then when she did realize that, it was just a miscommunication. When she did realize that, she's like, oh my God. And I was like, no, really, change your litter. Like, it's not a suggestion. It's a requirement for living here. Wait, you just stopped what? You said the litter, you just stopped because of your cat problem. You know, like, clearly, you rarely use deodorant for that reason. Yeah, that was one of my problems when I tried to switch to, aluminum-free deodorant, is that so many of them had such heavy scents. I can generally, Secret Completely Clean scent is good for me. Secret Powder Fresh can like eat my entire ass. I hate it. It's so bad. They've always made unscented, but it used to be like literal gravel. You hate scented cat litter. You could tell your cats didn't like it. They're so, yeah. I love, there is unscented lightweight cat litter. It is incredible. It does, I hear it's not as great for long-haired cats, but it's great for my short-haired cats. And I need it for our electric litter box, which I do need to clean out today. I also need to, I got 2 new liners for that litter box, because like the bottom of the litter box, this is one that like some of them have like a hole in the bottom, basically like it turns around and there's a hole in the bottom, but those ones can be dangerous for cats. Like generally there's not a problem, but they can be. This one is like bigger, it's a popper, it's bigger and like more open, and then it just kind of has a rake and then it flips over, and it'd be really like, if a cat even was in there, they would just get kind of like tossed around. They'd be fine. So I really like it. But like the liner in the bottom is like maybe water resistant, but it is not waterproof. And so like the cat pee gets absorbed by it. And I'm like, who made this decision? So I've got to find like a way to seal it. I got 2 new ones and I need to find a way to seal it. I'm gonna see if y'all watch Project Farm ever. I might need to show you a moment of Project Farm. We've been watching Project Farm and that channel is so fucking funny. Secret clear or aluminum free solid. Hello, Fruit Bat. Hello. I'm so happy to see you. Everyone's been using your emotes. Hold on. Powder Fresh anything is an instant no. Yeah. The tofu one you use, you have tofu cat litter? Oh my god, you've been using lightweight litter. It's unscented, works really well. You'll put baking soda in the bottom of the box. I should do that. Well, you had that for your long hair. It's about the same tracking as everything else. Oh, okay. The tofu is better at not tracking. What the fuck is this tofu shit? Like, I mean, I'm interested. I'm not like judging. I'm just sitting here like tofu cat litter. Hello. I've switched back to the scent is ocean. I switched back to aluminum deodorant because my problem was a weird problem that I'm gonna try to figure out how to solve a different way. Because I did have like a legit problem with it, and it's actually a problem I had with native. So depending on what a Tuft cat litter. There are so many things I've learned about recently that I just never even knew were a thing. Do you all watch Project Farm? We need to take a little break while my nails are drying. Your name is P-Dan. You pronounce P-Don. P-Don. Let me look up Project Farm because this guy, if you've never just wanted to watch, and I'm sure like this channel is really great. For many reasons. One reason, this guy...
I never leave home without a jump starter because you never know when you're going to need it. So the question is, which jump starter is the best? Well, let's find out. We'll see which jump starter can start a big block engine and then a diesel. Then we'll see which jump starter has the best...
He is just so excited talking about everything. I really wish I could find a part where he says very impressive. If he doesn't sell shirts that say very impressive and we're going to test that, Danny, isn't it great? I love this guy. I want to see if he has a video about like fabric sealers, about fabric waterproof. You fall asleep as soon. That's so funny. No wonder we're friends. If this guy relaxes you.
Fire inflator, 5 hours. And a giveaway is made in China. Let's use this battery in all the vehicles, which is in very bad condition at 0.04 volts, and we'll see how quickly the jump starters can rotate the engine. Plug the power cord into the 12-volt vehicle start port. Connect the red clamp to the vehicle's positive terminal and the black clamp to the vehicle's negative. Did he go through all of
the jump starters? I love it when he says we're going to test that. He's like, we're going to test that. I also love it when things like don't work. He's like, that's not very good. Oh my goodness. And then when something is very impressive, he goes, very impressive. Yeah, exactly. He does have, yeah, exactly. I do have 10% of this enthusiasm. This guy, okay, so this guy gave me some like confidence because sometimes I'm like, I wish I was calmer. I wish I was like not always fucking screaming. Yeah, he buys all of his own stuff. So it is very Vacuum Wars. He buys all of his own stuff. He doesn't take any sort of, he doesn't like take any sort of sponsorships or anything. And so everything is really just his own opinion. And he's just so excited, and these videos are just like so fun to watch. And it's because first off, comparing things side by side is really fun. The world's best cat litter also makes Pete's yellow when it gets too old. Interesting. Is that, you mean like the cat's feet or like where they peed? Yeah, we watched this one, and
if you want your car's paint job to last a long time, makes car paint the best. We'll also see how the ceramic coatings protect plastic. Ceramic coating is often used to protect the headlight covers from oxidation.
Sometimes I don't even understand the tests he's doing, and then usually by the end I understand. But anyway, like, I watched some of this guy's older videos, and it's obvious he's trying not to like be a screaming maniac, and it's just not as fun. It's just not as good. So it made me go like, you know what? Maybe there's a place for just like streamers and YouTubers who just fucking scream all day. You know, like Shepherd. Pete's equals paw feats. That's what I thought. You might have to watch this guy because he also watched Vacuum Wars just to watch them clean stuff with enthusiasm. Yeah. No, like, you will get addicted. You'll get addicted to this guy. And it has the added bonus of, like, you know, if you are actually on the market for something he's testing, he'll test it. It's really cool. I am putting on regular top coat because this is a pretty textured polish with these big glitters. And I'm going to stamp on it. There we go. I want it to be nice and smooth for when I stamp on it. But yeah, highly recommend Project Farm. Just seems like a great, honest dude. Vacuum Wars, he bought a fancy vacuum because of them and other vacuum YouTubers. Yes. I, like, before I buy, I've gotten not as good as this recently, but, like, I do love doing my research on things that I purchase. I realize my fan is not facing me. I'm like, why am I, like, getting sweaty? I put the fan on. 1 second. You might see a bit of a whale tail. I'm definitely wearing some special panties today. Okay. Someday we will have an actual air conditioning in this room. But that day is not today. It was a refurbished Dyson from Groupon in 2014. Interesting. Is that how old Vacuum Wars is? I had no idea. He hadn't bought a vacuum in over 10 years. Is that bad? Oh, no, that's what you're asking. No, our Dyson is about that old, if not a little bit older, and it works great. So, like, it's good. It's good to not buy a new vacuum all the time. It's good, actually, to not overconsume. You know, some people have vacuums from, like, decades and decades and decades ago. And a lot of them work really well. Especially if you get them serviced. They can work really well for a really long time. And there are some things like dishwashers. Like, the dishwasher technology has not improved pretty much since they were made. Or so I have heard. I am working to get this thing that I'm going to use over here. There we go. There we go. By this thing I'm going to use, I literally just mean my stampers. Do I have a lint roller here? Am I gonna have to get up again to get a lint roller or tape? Probably. My pink lint roller should be somewhere. And yet, maybe it's not anywhere. Perhaps it is just not around. One day I will clean this room, but right now it is like the last priority of everywhere else in the house because I really only need a small portion of it to clean to function here. Like, what are you saying about they use less energy and a lot less water? Yes, yes. The dishwashers, absolutely. It is amazing how, like, dishwashers, they just made it and it was like, this is how it goes. We're done. We're done with the dishwashers. All right, 1 sec. Yeah, metal versus plastic parts can make a big difference. A big difference. Whew, okay. All right. I do have a roll of tape that I knew where it was. By the way, I finished the Labubu. And I dropped it off at its forever home, or, well, I gave it to its forever owner. And she was so pleased with it. I was so pleased with it. Gotta run. You can't make it to movie night, baby. Hope to be there next time. Excellent. Okay. We miss you. We really miss you. So hopefully you will be there next time. Have a great night. Let me find a picture of the Labubu to show. Did I actually share it in, I think I might have shared it in the Discord. So let me see if let me see. Did I share it in random photos? Let's see. Or is it in models and minis? Yes. I think this is it. Totally done. Might have been before I sprayed it. I do think this is before I sprayed it, which honestly is kind of better. So this is the Labubu. Dropping the Labubu pic sounds naughty. Yeah, this is the Labubu. His name is David. I didn't name him. But I used gel. I used gel magnetic polish in his eyes. As all know, I plucked his eyes out. I plucked his eyes out, and I did that to his eyes. I think his little fingies look so cute, and so does his owner. She thinks they're so cute. But yeah, I used some decals. I used some like Gunpla decals. Thank you. But yeah, she was so happy with it. She loved his eyes. You showed your husband the eyes plucked out photo as his introduction to Labubu's. I'm so happy. But yeah, she loved it. I gave it to her yesterday. And I got some silly putty in its hair. It's a long story. But I did do that. And so like, I was like, his hair might be a little messed up. It actually looked way better yesterday. I think it just needed time to like settle. I got it out. But it needed time to settle. My frickin', I wish I had a lint roller because this tape is just like not doing it for this lint roller. Maybe I need to use a different lint roller. My stampers have been gathering dust. I haven't stamped in a while. I guess though I can use my really fancy one because it has a cover. All of these should have covers, but do I use the covers? No. But yeah, I sent her all the pictures of it because also like there's been a lot of stages, you know. This was when I just first did the paint on it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then also in like random photos, I posted him in his baptismal gown. This is what I was, because I sprayed him with like dull coat, and so I put him in his baptismal gown. I kind of want to change my picture, my profile picture somewhere to this, honestly. Right? I had to protect the fur, you know? I had to protect the fur. But yeah, it went really well. And honestly, I would do it again. At the time, I was like, why am I doing this? Never again. Why on earth am I customizing a Labubu right now? And I feel like I made so many mistakes, but I also feel like I made so many mistakes that I can like change next time. And so I ended up being really happy with it. If I do another one, what I really want to do is I want to use multi-chrome nail polish for the eyes. You will be sending me a Labubu to repaint to look like Bakugo. Okay. Okay. All right. Only for you. I'm not doing this for everybody. This is for the person who, I'm not even showing it anymore. This is for the person who literally introduced me to the band Priest. Who literally, like, I was a fan and they were like, I am their friend. So I don't want everyone to be starting to send me Labubus. I don't have time for this, but for Danny, I'll do it. Shepard, you know I don't have time. You know, ain't nobody got time to paint a Labubu for everybody. I'm gonna use my Yours stamper today. Maybe I should just use my Yours stamper today. This was sent to me by Painting Polish. And it is the fanciest ass stamper available. And it is pristine. Actually, it also has dust on it because I'm just terrible. Dust and previous works on it because I am just terrible at cleaning anything. So even though I put the cap on, I must have left it out with the cap off for a while. Stephanie, why are you like this? Why are you like this? I was born this way. Shepard is taking Labubu commissions now. Shepard, do you want to paint a Labubu? She says yes. Oh my goodness. Frickin' Shepard. All right. All right. I think this is probably good enough. I'm like wiping it with my sweaty finger. I should probably give my stampers a bath after this. Will I? Who the fuck knows? But I should. I should do a stamper bath after this. There was a freaking roll of tape on here, on this table. I just couldn't see it. I am going to press it into this paper towel to get some of the like grease off of it. It is going to like deposit a little more lint. But, you know. That's showbiz, baby. But yeah, these need a washing for sure. Yeah. Y'all need a bath. And by y'all, I mean y'all. I did take a shower today. And I'm extremely proud of that shower that I took. Where is my black stamping polish? This frickin' desk, everybody. This frickin' desk. This desk is me shooting. It's like that shooting meme where the guy's like, I can't believe you've done. No, that's the punching thing. The who would do such a thing or whatever. The Eric Andre sketch. That's me with my desk right now. I'm like, who would do this? Who would make this desk so messy? Okay. I have a queen right here. It was in my, like, to-go bag. Does that work? Does wiping them with alcohol work? It does look better. It wipes off the surface grease. But I just touched it again. I would assume it would have used it. Not as thorough as dish soap bath, but better than just tape. Fair enough. Fucking fair enough, you know? Shepherd Sean. We have plenty of copy paper in this house. I should bring it up here. Looks good. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. It looks good. It looks much better than it did. Much better than it did. Thank you. You've saved my life. Okay. We're doing the what lady? I guess I'll wipe this down. I might actually need to wipe this down with isopropyl. Or you call it like isopropanol. Are you British or something? I know, life hack today. This is why it's better to do nails with a group of like semi-professionals. Because we could all give each other life advice about nails. I love it. Look, I'm a professional self nail artist. I would like to try to do this again because it looks okay. Now, these plates are not the best plates. I'll be honest with you, they're not the best plates. Oh, you're a Canadian and a scientist. The Canadian definitely makes sense. Y'all Canadians, you say the darndest things, I gotta say. When I first met Vero and Cannon Frodder, I visited them in Canada, and I was like laughing because they sounded so Canadian. But then Vero was just like, oh, like, do we like sound like we're like Canadian? And like making fun of my California, my California dialect, I guess. And I was like, touche. Fucking touche. Because we prefer Soviet Kazakhstan. When I visited Soviet Kazakhstan, my favorite country. All right. This is much better. I still wonder if I could get it even better, though. And, like, I have no reason to believe I could get it even better. But I could always try it from a different angle. So let's see. The reason I'm IPAing this is because I think there's a little bit of glycerin in my remover, which might be causing some issues. Okay, that. And now let's try it. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. There are still some minor issues, but they are much less major of issues. Okay, I got a little bit on the other side. Okay, let's try her out. Let's see. Let's see. I actually think my yours might have a little rip in it, which is no bueno. I do have another another thing for the yours. But I think I'm just gonna spray off this ice cube stamper. Just do a bit of spraying and wiping. I cannot believe that isopropyl alcohol was the answer all along. Your husband's from the Midwest. They make fun of each other's accents all the time. You keep 2 separate acetone containers, one with glycerin. Yeah, I do too. And my one without glycerin, like, this one is mostly not glycerin. It's just that, like, I just, like, misplaced my other one and needed this one to be, like, ready stat. I just, like, needed it. But yeah, it has a little bit of glycerin in it. Woo! You try to remember to clean your brushes in place with the glycerin-free one, but sometimes you get lazy. Exactly. Exactly. I got lazy. Shepherd, I am fucking busy. I am busy. She won't listen to me. And or she just doesn't care. Okay, that was on there for a while, so hopefully it'll still be fine. Yes. The what? Danny, this one artist that I really like, made a couple of King of the Hill stickers, and I might need to get them. One of them is just like, what? It's just like Hank Hill, and it says like, what? On it. And the other one is like Hank Hill as a hot dog. And it says like, does it look like I know what a JPEG is? Fantastic, is all I have to say. You've been enjoying the new season in OG. We signed up for Paramount to watch South Park, and it's so dang good and also a little depressing with the accuracy. I haven't actually watched the South Park. I've watched bits and pieces, but I do have to say that I'm very grateful for them just like doing their thing, doing what they've always done, which has been just be like, we're gonna just like do the free speech thing. Very proud of them. All right, so she is in like a gray blue sweater is what she's in. So let's find like a gray blue. Let's find like a blonde. She's a pretty yellow blonde. I feel like I might have a gray blue like on my desk somewhere. I feel like I've used one recently. Oh, there's like that blue over there, but it's not quite gray enough. This one's good. All right. And then, like, this is pretty good for a blonde. No, no. My cup fell over, but it's okay. I'm regretting Randy's. I thought this was America a lot lately, getting mad about the 10 Commandments thing. Right? God, Danny, apparently it's required in Texas now to put a copy of the 10 Commandments in every classroom. And it's like, how could anybody think this is appropriate? How could anybody, and like, you know, like, Texas teachers gotta keep their job. So like, You gotta do what you gotta do. And, you know, be there for them kids. I would rather have teachers who hate the fact that they have the 10 Commandments up on their wall teaching than quitting because they have to do that because, like, they are what these kids need. And, like, what the actual fuck? Kids just kept coveting each other's wives. They need a daily reminder. Kids are always coveting each other's wives. If there's one thing I know about them kids, it's the covetry. And the idolatry. And the murder. It's so messed up. It's so messed up. Like, it is so fucking messed up. And when I say it's messed up, can we change wives to partners at least? That's the least of our problems. Honestly, like, the whole thing is just, whoa, fucked up. You're just starting middle school and you would not believe the coveting. Like, we're joking, but kids do be coveting. They do be coveting. Yeah, you're totally fine. Well, you see, women aren't people, so we don't have to follow the commandments. You know? They're not for us. We can do whatever we want because we're demonic or something. In case it's unclear, I'm joking. I coveted a lot of wives in high school. You wouldn't believe. We're just kitchen peasants, yes. Like, why would a woman covet somebody else's husband? They don't like sex or anything. They just do it for procreation. All right. So, I think the next color I'm going to use is the hair, and then I'll do the skin, and then I'll do the white parts. Yeah, I just keep smashing into my lamp today. Also, it's not very in focus. Let me in focus eyes. Is this the reason it hasn't been focused? Because I just haven't even, like, done image focusing today? My nails are in focus. It probably just isn't in focus because it's hard for it to be in focus because it's so small. What? We're just kitchen pheasants. I personally am a pheasant. By the way, I looked on, like, there's this group where, like, I'm part of this mini club, which is kind of like a book club where we all get the same mini and we paint the same mini. So it's like we all get the same thing and do the same thing. But we, like, do it differently. And I realized that, like, almost a month ago, somebody commented on mine where they posted it and said it had the best object source lighting they've ever seen. And I was so incredibly pleased. I did not feel great about that mini. I did it in like 4 days. And usually I do like the minis for that mini group like over the course of like 2 weeks. And I do sculpting. And this time I was basically like, I'm gonna make everything dark, but I'm gonna like make this thing look like it's glowing. And I think that's probably why they liked the object source lighting so much, because I really made it so easy for myself to make it look good. Classroom rules is a very normal thing to display. Wait, I like that he does it in middle ground, like post rules instead of commandments, like don't steal, don't lie, don't cheat, because no one even talks like that anymore, right? Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats. Is that you just post that on the wall? You should just post a sign that says maybe next time he'll think before he cheats. Maybe next time he'll think before he lies, cheats, steals, covets his neighbor's wife. I realize I haven't put on lipstick all day. There. I have been lipsticked. I feel honestly so much better. Speaking of minis, you have your dad's D&D's minis that he's painted. He finally got them out of the boxes and started looking at them. I would love for you to post pictures. I would love for you to post pictures of those. Let me see if oh, right, no. I'll show y'all the mini that I painted if I can find it. Models and minis. There it is. Somebody said this was the best. So object source lighting is because I painted it like this bottle is making him glow. And really, like, what I did was I just like, I'm gonna make his outfit like super freaking dark. And that's gonna be how I do it. Thank you. I felt so not perfect about this. And if I did it again, I know how I would do it better and easier, actually. But I am pretty happy with it. Thank you. But I do blame or credit the fact that it looks good with the fact that sometimes people will try to do this effect on things that are like multicolored and stuff. And I actually tried to do this effect on, it was a red light and it was on a green surface and it never looked right. And I realized after I'd finished that it's because a red light would not reflect off of a green surface. It just would not do that. That's not how red light works with green. And I'm like, that's why it made no sense, because it makes no sense. But blue light will bounce off of like dark gray. So that's what I did. Thank you so much though. Thank you. I am very happy with him. And I printed out this base, which thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I didn't think much of it when I finished it, but I am really happy with how the like chains turned out. I was really happy with that. So yeah, that's my wizard. I was like, I'm gonna do one special effect, and it worked. It was good. The next one is this like warrior who's like standing there and he's like, ah, with his head back. And my husband said it looks like he's wheezing the juice. So I'm probably gonna make him wheeze the juice. I'm probably gonna like try to get like another mini to like stand there with him on like a ladder or something, like pouring something into his mouth. But if I want to do that, I have to get it done by the end of the month. So if I want to do that, I gotta start soon. There we go. All right, let's do another layer. For this lady. But yeah, I have not been painting as much as I would like to, because I'm doing a lot of activism, and the activism is good. It's a lot of work because I do have the time. I don't have a job. And so I am giving much of my time to this. And it's a lot, and it's not easy, but it does make me feel a lot more positive about the state our world is in. In DBT, there's a lot of focus on, you know, how to cope with negative emotions. And there's like radical acceptance. And I love talking about radical acceptance because I think a lot of people think radical acceptance is radical approval. But it's not. I radically accept that our country, thank you so much, Short Nailers. Thank you so much, Khaleesi. I radically accept that our country's fucked up. I do not accept that our country's fucked up. Once you radically accept something, you have to do one of two things. You have to either learn to cope with it, you know, like learn even more to accept it, or you need to problem solve. Go fix the problem. And so I feel like activism is a bit of both. Like, it makes me like, I know I've done all I can. And also I'm doing stuff that hopefully will end up helping in the end. So it's been really helping me cope with these emotions. You know, I don't feel like I have to be 100% always just in doom and gloom. You know, I think that like in some ways, like, it's good to know what's happening and it's good to fight back against what's happening, and we can focus too much on it on our everyday lives, and it can have the opposite effect of being helpful for you and for the movement. So yeah, I think that getting out there and helping is just great, and it's been great for me, and I feel a lot more emotionally healthy than I did, like, say 2 months ago. I feel like I should be doing more activism because I don't have a job right now, but mostly I've been emailing and calling, and sometimes calling. You know, Allie, that's good. Also, you are raising kids. Like, I think that a big thing to remember is that, like, is what we're fighting for. Like I say all the time, everybody deserves a good life, even you. You know, like, I want to be out there doing what I can because I can do it, because I don't have a bunch of other stuff that I need to be doing to stay afloat. You know, like, I have things that depend on me that aren't this, and I do things that I like this, you know? I decided that this community, that this stream was going to be something that I, like, stood my ground on, and I would not, like, you know, I would not, be like, oh, I can stop streaming to do this. Like, no, this is for me, this is for everybody. And also, as I'm sitting here, you know, we're talking about it, and I hope that does some good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're doing a very important job of raising future good people. Exactly. Exactly what I'm saying. No, we all agree. Okay, let's get some flesh. I need some flesh. Flesh for fantasy. This is Shaky Alibi, which is Hillary's flesh tone. It always looks so dark and pink to me. I guess I could get Steph out. My flesh tone, though, is getting so fucking different from being out in the sun all the time. Even though I try to always wear a hat and I try to always wear sunscreen, my skin is still changing. And that honestly is the hardest part. Of the things I have sacrificed, my skin has been the hardest part. Because I am goth. And I love my ghostly pallor. All right. We got Zoya stuff. I need an active flesh tone, yes. But yeah, I got a bit of a sunburn on my face on Saturday, and then on Sunday, I was like out sweating, like not in the direct sun, but out sweating. And it really fucked up my face this week. And I know it'll be better. I know it'll be better. I just need to give it time. But, you know, still not my favorite thing. I actually realized as I was doing this, I guess I'll do the first, like, I wanted to wait to do the white until after I was done, but then I realized that, like, this pink, I'm gonna accidentally, there's some, like, little white detail areas, and I need to, like, get those first. Where is my off-white? I'm almost certain my off-white was up here. Oh, there it is. Freedom flesh. Yes, my freedom flesh. Like, obviously, I'm just gonna accept it. I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna accept it, but I am a goth. This hot weather is not doing great for my goth sensibilities. So I'm doing off-white for the teeth. And the eyeballs, because we don't really have any true white on our bodies. The one thing that is a true white often is glare and stuff. So that is fine to if you want to, like, do like a dot of light on somebody's eyes to make them look brighter. Oh, I accidentally picked up more white. Okay. Then that's good, but if you're trying to do the whites of somebody's eyes or their teeth, generally, you're gonna want some form of off-white. It's swamp ass season right now. Time for the breathable undies. Goth flesh. A brand sent me a skin tone cream called Undead, and it was so much darker than me. That's so funny. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. The dream, though. The dream. The dream. Like, for instance, by the way, the wizard's eyes are like a light blue. But I think they look kind of like a white here. I did want them to look creepy. For sure. All right. I will go in with this other one with white before I do the flesh tone. You do miss direct action, but you don't miss Arizona summers moving furniture every weekend. Yes. Oh, for recently on House Families. That's amazing. I'm sure there's stuff you can do. You know, it really takes everybody, and like, even like, are you know, one thing that we really need in our movement in a lot of ways are like people to man spreadsheets and just project manage. Literally just be like, hey, you said you would do this. It's due this day. Do it. You know, and that stuff can be done like completely remote. You know, like I have some friends who are working on like websites for a few different places, or just like making flyers or things like that. So like I do urge everybody to see what's happening in your area and see what those organizations really need. There's a lot of different things to do. You spent summer in Phoenix, and just walking the mailbox is too much. I could not. You would have liked the other last 2 weeks in Germany. It was cool and overcast. I would have loved that. What I love, my favorite weather, my perfect date. I like it when it's like sunny but cold. Or at least cool, you know? Like 69 degrees, nice. But sunny, so that like when you are like in the direct sun, you get warmed up. But like you can just like walk like a normal person and not be ridiculously sweaty. Gotta love how these look like from the back. Just absolute nightmare fuel. Alrighty. She's looking pretty good. Trying to decide if I want to do another layer of flesh, and I think I do. Yeah, crisp, cool, sunny autumn day. It was 118 yesterday. You see the lot of admin for your org due to being the disabled person. Yes, exactly. I've been doing like speaker coordination and emceeing because I can't shut up. It's you know how I am. But I'm doing it all with my walker. Which, by the way, we had an impromptu musical guest at Rage Against the Regime. Just one of our regulars, like, ended up being like a really talented musician, but we didn't have a mic stand for him. But we did have this thing that you could like, there's an area on my walker that you can like strap something. So I ended up strapping a freaking microphone to my walker for this guy to sing with. And he fucking rocked our socks off. It was amazing. It was amazing, but it was just so fucking funny. I was just like, okay, I have a chair and I put a microphone on the back of my walker. I'm just gonna sit over here in this other chair. Go. Like, okay. You know, you do what you can. All right, welcome back, Danny, if I didn't say so already. We're just like elbow deep in this woman's face right now. It's called being resourceful. Yeah. It was very, very cool. Like, the putting together of that rally was like a little much because we didn't have a lot of time and we were very ambitious. So I don't want to do that all the time. However, getting it all together last minute and having it actually go really freaking good, that was a good feeling. That was a very good feeling. All right. I think I'll probably need one more layer of this white. Maybe. Maybe not even. I'm not sure. So we'll do the. I am going to have to like do some extra painting to like make her totally fit. And then the what over here. I am definitely going to have to do a little bit of extra painting. For sure. Elbows deep in this woman's face. You're right, you might go for the movie tonight, but you don't. But if you don't, then I don't. Well, I hope you do. But if you don't, then have a great night. And I'm just so happy to chat with you today. And to discuss Romeo plus Juliet. You had very valid opinions about it. Do I need... Yeah, I do need a little bit more of another layer on this lady. And I gotta decide what the other hand is gonna be. Honestly, maybe I'll just use that new Sassy Cats that I got last month that I never used. I could also put a topper on it. If I'm nasty. Lady layers. Gun control in a made-up world, yes. You did hear Sassy Cats. I bought that pink with a blue shimmer that they baited me with. I'm sure they released it for me. I'm sure they were like, what can we do to make Stephanie happy and make Stephanie buy our polish? And they did it. This is the color is actually coming very true right now on here. They did a pink with a blue shimmer. I often wonder, because, you know, like, we're not like the biggest, Danny and I aren't like the biggest streamers or anything. But if I was a polish maker for PPU, you better fucking believe I would be paying attention to that chat every month. So, like, yeah, like, I'm curious. I'm curious whether things are done for Danny and I's sake sometimes. Yeah. And if you're super obvious about it, any given random brand on PPU, if you tell me it's for me, I'm gonna fucking buy it. I mean, if it's for me, you should probably send it to me. I'm not gonna lie. You should just probably give it to me. But, okay, let's make sure it's the... What? So if I'm looking at it this way, yeah. This one goes on the middle finger. Once it's dry enough. There she is. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. All right, and now we got to figure out what? It's so good. It's so good though. That's the thing about it is that let me get it close up for y'all. You're gonna be purchasing a Halloween mauve? Don't encourage them. Stop encouraging them. They don't need encouragement. They need chastising. I wanted to say chastity. They need chastity. They shouldn't be allowed to breed. Okay. So, now we've got to do some like editing of these ladies. This fucking color palette sucks. I mean, it's actually very nice, this color palette here that I'm working with, but it's so not my vibe. Shepherd, I can't with you right now. Like I said, I'm elbows deep in this lady's face. So we're gonna do a few layers of these colors. Time to scream. Your cats have chastity. They're all fixed. Yes. My cats are sassy and chaste. There is a new stray around, though, that we really need to catch and release. We'd have catch, fix, and release. I accidentally went too far this way on this lady's head, so I'm gonna see if I can just do a little bit of a cleanup up here. Yeah, I can. All right. Then we'll do white, and then we will start over. Shepherd is absolutely singing the song of her people for me. And I wish she wouldn't. You are so cute, though, Shepherd. You are such a little lump. She is such a little lump. There we go. And over on this side, this is the one I just put down, right? I still might need another pool of this. All right. I'm so glad y'all can hear it. She just comes in and starts screaming, and you're just like, Shepherd? Can I fucking help you? Okay, so we're just about done with the blue, except for I just was like, let me go back there and cover up some stuff I just painted. And fuck it up. All right. Then I'm gonna do another layer of this yellow in her hair. She's a lump, she's a lump, she's in my she's lump, she's in my head. I know the foot and I want to touch it thing, but I don't know how to sing it. Like, I'm like, I remember what you're talking about, but I don't know it well enough to be able to, like, repeat it. If you know what I mean. All right. So, go back with the white. Do a little more whitening. I keep doing this thing where I just like go back over places I've already painted and it sucks. Swatching out the dust polishes that came in today. Oh, that's so exciting. I don't have any dust to dust polishes, but I should. All right. I feel like there's still some areas that could like use touch-ups, but I think this is where I'm going to leave it for the coloring. Now, do I have a really thin brush? I know that I have some, but I brought some downstairs. Yeah, I have some really thin brushes. Because we are going to, like, work on some of her lines. But I'm thinking maybe we need to, like, let her dry a little bit before I do that. Because I did, like, do some pretty chonky touch-ups. I will, like, show these in their full glory. We just need a little more. We just need a little more. We just need to appropriately line her. Oh, also there's like a little bit of like white missing on her shirt. Oh, I think that my music paused. We have 30 more minutes, so hopefully we'll have enough time to do my other hand. I would like to do my other hand. Yeah, both of these need. Both of those need that. Thank you, thank you. All right. We're gonna use the same polish I stamped with, which is this Pueen polish. And definitely having a shaky day. But that is basically good. Like, I feel like her shirt is still really patchy with this blue. But that might just be how it is. Sudden silence, beware of Mary Shaw. Who's Mary Shaw? We started the music again. The music has started. The music is here. Don't worry. Nobody panic. Everything's fine. Everything's fine except for I'm not very good at using super fine brushes. But that's okay. All right, I need a little more yellow for her hair. That's the one problem with these meme plates is that like a lot of them just kind of like, they don't have borders on them. And they just kind of go off into like infinity. And I wish that they would like, if it's a square, I wish they would just cut it off. Hello, son. No, tell them no. Tell them no, you don't actually have to work an extra 15 minutes. I'm sure they'll understand. Okay. There's that. I do want to put a little more blue on this lady. I put the... Hold on, I'm trying to focus. But like, it looks like my camera... There we go. The what? You already did, Cat. You feel free to redeem it anyway. Okay, I assumed it was from a horror movie that I have not seen. Horror movies that I haven't seen, they exist. There's actually a shit ton of them. I need to see Sinners. It's a lady in a vacuum commercial. Yay! It is cat medicine time. Shepard cheered for that. I painted over the black there. I'm gonna have to probably paint the black again. Do you hear this, bitch? There we go. Okay. I think there's like one line I could improve. We hear that, bitch. Yeah. There's a reason I have my Alexa set to remind me when cat minutes time. I actually said it twice because I know it will wake me up if I fall asleep. Yes. I do not like the things that go in your house that the house assistants. But I wish we lived in a world where I trusted them. I feel like they would be so nice. All right. That's as good as she's gonna get. This is just as good as she's gonna get, and I will have to accept that. I need to let her dry for a little bit. And I would love to like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use that Sassy Cats is what I'm gonna do. Shepard, I swear to God, where are you? You're behind me. If you didn't live alone, you'd be less likely to have them. Yeah, this is kind of need them to wake you up in the cat medicine. You know, you gotta like, it's a balance. None of us, I think, here can really live completely ideal lives where we're not giving like either too much power or money to a given group that we don't like. And that's okay. You know, it's not our fault for living in a system. It's not our fault for like living under circumstances. Alrighty. I wish her head looked better, and I might be able to do some like cleanup to make her head look better. So let me do that. But I went in with my top coat, my smudge-free top coat. Yeah, that did make her look a little bit better. And I mean, she's gonna look great. She's gonna look great, you know? Exactly. No ethical consumption under capitalism, etc., etc. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Nobody and nothing is perfect, and that's just the way it is, regardless, you know? Regardless. And having the issue of just being on the edge of falling asleep all the time, it is helpful to have a loud Australian lady yell at me so I don't screw up things like cat medicine schedule. Exactly. We can all use a loud Australian lady from time to time. My hair is looking so much better than it did at the beginning of the stream, and that is because it is dried. While we were sitting here, it's like fully dried. I hate when my hair is like halfway between wet and dry. It is like literally the worst. All right, all right, all right. Let's seal this in with a nice thick coat of glossy top coat that I just got a crunchy from in. Okay. That is nice and thick stuff. I'll do another coat on all my other nails because this is a pretty chonky glitter. I didn't use glitter grabber. So hopefully this will, you know, make it nice and smooth. We'll see. We shall see. That's also... Shepard has left the building. And by the building, I mean room. There we go. She's so lovely. Isn't she lovely? Made from love. Am I the what lady? Yes, yes, I will call you. I will call to you. I think that her grayish blue sweater is such a good contrast. Got one of those bog bags for you to give the purchase for some stuff at work and it's huge. What's a bog bag? Are you planning on going tonight, son? Because I could like call you on Discord or something. There are a few people I try to remind. I'm not always perfect at reminding everybody. But yeah. You got a sneak peek at Pinnacle Polish's PPU and you can't say anything except it's very good to you. Wow, that's like, that seems, that's, I'm so curious. I'm so curious. That seemed such a loaded thing you just posted. Thank you, thank you. I'm very happy with her. This is very good. This is a bog bag. Okay. Oh, is it like a frickin' crock but a bag? Is it a crock bag? Somebody in in the Discord just posted Go Up. It was either Spadazzles or Witchy Lauren. They have very similar nails. I'm pretty sure it was one of those. And I love that polish. And I actually met somebody who climbs recently, who's a rock climber. Actually, I might be seeing, oh wait, no, it's next week. Maybe next week I'll use that polish because I'm going to be seeing this person who rock climbs. And I can be like, hey, look at my rock climbing themed polish. I always thought maybe I'd find somebody who was a rock climber to like give that polish to. And he did say he didn't paint his nails because he was a rock climber. I do love it when dudes give excuses for why they don't paint their nails, because they should. If women feel the need to give excuses for why they don't paint their nails, I think men should too. That's my hot take. And honestly, they often do. Like a lot of times when I'm talking to dudes, they'll be like, yeah, I don't do that usually. Like, or I used to use black nail polish a lot, but I don't do that anymore. And it's like, because I'm like busy and I'm like, yeah, yes, give me your excuses. And if your excuse is, well, I'm a guy, then like, no. No. In fashion, one day you're in and the next day you're out. So y'all dudes better be getting on that fashion sweaty, you know? They're $90. How is that worth $90? You got it free because it was my turn, but like, come on, it's not worth $90. Fair enough. Croc material is very, very durable. I will say that. I will say that. Yes, black nailish on a guy is very cute. I like any nail polish on anyone, TBH though. All right, we are going in with Sassy Cats. This may be my first time ever wearing a Sassy Cats. I do own another Sassy Cats that was given to me by Wendidymus. Wendidymus has sent me like a lot of nice polishes. Pretty much whenever I'm like, I want this or I don't want this, or like, you know, I'm like, I want a Sassy Cats, but like they never release a color that I want. She's like, I got you. I got you, fam. I have like a little bit of paint still on the corner of my nail there, and it's just gonna have to be okay there. Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't pay $90 for that bag. Yes, you, Wendy. Yes, you. Wendy also sent me that leopard print polish that I used in the birdcage video, and like, I still hope that someday KB Shimmer releases that Lisa Frank polish again. On polish pickup. I will buy it if they release it again. But that polish would not have worked with the look I did for the birdcage. Wendy's worked for the one I did the birdcage. This polish is super pretty. Do you know why? It's because it's a jelly-like pink with a blue shimmer. Anybody could make this, Sassy Cats, and I'll fall for it every time. And I fell for it. Oh, you should. You should. I want to make... I really want to do the Terror. I actually have chosen all the polishes for it. For the Terror. I don't know when I will have time again for it. We'll see. We'll see. I have... Alpha Susan has fully been converted into a terror lover. Alpha Susan is Earth Girl on Easy. And so that's pretty great. And Alpha Susan wants me to watch Rome because James Fitzjames is in it. And also Sir Henry Franklin is also in it. There was a hair. There was a hair in my thumb. So I'll have to do at least one more coat on my thumb. James Fitzjames is also in Outlander, but apparently he does a lot of bad things in Outlander. And I don't need to have those opinions about him. Should a friend your lesbian decided Tumblr Manny? And he said, wow, that's a good Toby baby girl. Yes. I'm so glad he liked it. I was like, I have not never been so proud, but that's definitely one of those times. A lot of times I do this. And if you push yourself artistically, you'll have these moments too, where you're like, how did I do that? Where you're like, how did I make this thing? I recommend artistically pushing yourself so you can have moments where you're like, with these, I can't tell you how proud I am to be Alpha Susan. I'm so glad. Honestly, like the fact that we now call the fandom Susan, it's so nice and easy. I love it. And B, I love the backstory of it. I love that time I was talking to Brenna and I like accidentally called you Susan. Brenna is a mutual friend of Earth Girl and I's. And I called you Susan. That she was like, are you talking about Helen? And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I am. Sorry, I call her Susan sometimes. And she was just like, you do? I love that I can't explain anything to anybody about this stream without like giving them so much like context. I'm like, what you don't understand is like 18-page manifesto about my stream. I'm gonna do 3 coats of this. I think it looks lovely in 2 coats, but it's like sheer enough that I can see my nail line, and my nails are not like perfectly like good looking right now. In 3 coats, it looks like it's gonna be fully opaque. Hold on, let's... Too much on that brush. By the way, Alpha Susan, Jenny Nicholson did a video of best and worst couples in a movie, in a rom-com. I'm not sure I actually finished it, but might be worth the $2 to watch it. To like log into, get on her Patreon and watch it. I didn't get to the end, but she did not bring up, Robbie and Julia from The Wedding Singer, which I think if we are talking strict rom-coms, I think they're the best rom-com couple. Okay, actually, maybe if we're, you know me and best little whorehouse in Texas. So maybe it's a tie. But oh my God, I so believe in that couple. I believe in that couple to the ends of the earth. They have everything that a couple needs to like survive, basically. Like they love each other. They're attracted to each other. They have the same life goals and the same like, because that's the thing, is that like love is great, obviously. But a big thing that you need is to have the same values. And, you know, they both want to like have a family in a small town. You know, they're both like very like family first. and like really love other people, and like she's really proud of what he does. He's really supportive of her. Robbie and Julia from The Wedding Singer. And so I think that they will stand the test of time. She brought up for worst couples, she brought up, I don't know the name of the characters, but Julia Roberts and Richard Gere in Runaway Bride. She was like, Julia Roberts' character was a bit unforgivable in that movie. And Richard Gere also sucked, and I don't think that they would make it. She did think that probably Richard Gere and Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman would make it. And I think it's a toss-up. I think it's a toss-up for that couple. Honestly, like, I think that they have every chance of making it. Especially because, like, Richard Gere isn't, like, embarrassed of her. And it seems like they both like, Runaway Bride, yeah. Runaway Bride is about a woman who's, like, run away from, like, 7 weddings. And then Richard Gere is, like, he's, like, a reporter that's come to write, like, a bad faith piece about her. But, like, the thing is that, like, she has run away from 7 weddings. She has gotten to the wedding day with 7 different dudes, and her family pays for the wedding every time. And it's just like, okay, the family needs to stop. First off, the family, like, at some point you do have to take responsibility for yourself. If you keep getting, like, if you keep getting shot in the foot, you have to ask yourself why you keep standing under the gun, you know? But also, like, don't do that to your family. If I got married again, I would not expect my mom to pay for that wedding. Like, I would just not expect it. I'd be like, nah, she already did the one. She already did the one. I don't expect her to pay for this one, you know? Yeah, like, I think they could work. I don't really have, like, a horse in that race, I guess. Like, I'm rooting for them. I love a sex worker. And as long as you're, you know, good to your sex worker, I fully support people hiring sex workers. You know, if you're going to be responsible and ethical about it. I think it's a beloved movie, but I immediately thought of Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling's character in Crazy Stupid Love as best couple. I have not seen that. Now, I haven't seen a lot of movies, and Jenny Nicholson also hasn't seen a lot of rom-coms. This was a topic that won a vote. And she had an aunt that watched a lot of rom-coms. Like, she watched a lot of rom-coms the same time that, like, I would have watched a lot of rom-coms because my mom liked rom-coms. She thought that You've Got Mail, that they would work out, but she doesn't like how they met. Yeah. I think you're talking about Luna, the couple in Pretty Woman. She seems to really like expensive things and nice outfits and stuff. And, like, you know, like that, like, if they have similar values, if they are sexually attracted, and, like, he can give her gifts that she enjoys and respect her, I think that can make a good couple. Your partner doesn't have to be everything to you. Some people have full-time partners. Like, you know, I always say about Hubs and I, we are extremely married. We do most everything together. And I love that. That's what I want. But yeah, no, I'm not here. Like, I'm here to, like, I'm like, let's discuss. I'm not like, oh, they would totally make it. I know this. Trying to think if she had any other couples of note. Danny knows. Danny likes this movie. I don't really know if I like this movie or not because I haven't seen it in so long. But this, by the way, here's the polish. Here is the Sassy Cats. It's lovely. It's a pink with a blue shimmer. It's a lovely tone. It's a lovely texture. I love it. Sorry that I keep being like, I love it, but like, Sassy Cats is always so damn boring. And okay, this time they weren't. This time they at least were beautiful. And I guess a pink with a blue shimmer is never boring. It's pretty good, Sassy Cats. Would I wear it again? Of course. This is literally my favorite type of polish. Like, you know, if I could only wear one nail polish again for the rest of my life, and it was this one, I would be like disappointed, but not mad. I'd be like, well, at least it's this one. Like, I love, like, this Cadillacer is so gorgeous, but if this was the only polish I could wear for the rest of my life, I would be kind of mad. I would be like, yeah, easy button. Exactly, Danny. I would be like, it's gorgeous. It's amazing. She's everything. But she's like not my life partner. But this one I'd be like, I'll settle. Cause like my favorite polish is frickin' like Wild Berry West by Cirque, which is so similar to this. It's a bit more of a berry color and it is more sheer. But every time I put it on or I look at a picture of it, I'm just like, oh, baby, love of my life, you know? And this I look at and I go like, wow. But it's a bit like, you'll see it. You'll see it in 2 weeks when we watch Much Ado About Nothing. We are going to be double featuring Much Ado About Nothing and 10 Things I Hate About You in 2 weeks from now, 2 Fridays from now. Because I thought that they worked together. They're both rom-coms. I thought they'd work really well together. We're not going to watch Taming of the Shrew. I've said it before. I'll say it again. 10 Things I Hate About You made Taming of the Shrew good. Taming of the Shrew, in my opinion, might be the most problematic Shakespeare play. And it sucks. And not even John Cleese could save it. Now, given John Cleese, I don't know who was directing him in the version that I watched, but it sucked so bad. But yeah. Mine's made me like, wow, they really like the Flintstones. Exactly. I'm not going to wear lion's mane to like my vow renewal. I did wear Wild Berry West to my vow renewal and it looked gorgeous. It looked fantastic. But anyway, yeah, Taming of the Shrew sucks balls. 10 Things I Hate About You takes everything from Taming of the Shrew and makes it not suck balls. So yeah, we're gonna watch that. We're gonna watch Much Ado About Nothing, and oh my god, we got Keanu, we got Denzel, we got, who's the other one in there that I was like, that person's in this? Sam Rockwell. I don't know who he is. He is probably, oh, we got Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is in that movie. I almost forgot because he plays, what is his name? Dogwood or something? There is like a really funny character in Much Ado About Nothing. He's like kind of like the City Watch guy, I think. He might actually like not be the City Watch guy. He just like feels like he is the City Watch guy. But yeah, we've got frickin' Kenneth Branagh and Emma Thompson when they were married, I'm pretty sure. You love Much Ado About Nothing so much. Keanu was trying so hard and everyone else is phoning it in. I don't remember that being the case. So I'm very interested in rewatching it because I don't think I've watched this since high school. We're not watching Much Ado About Nothing from, what year is this one? We're not watching the 2012 Much Ado About Nothing. There is nothing that interests me about that. It has actors in it that I don't care about. And it's like all done in black and white. And I'm just like, I don't need to see this. I was right about Michael Keaton, right? I better have been right about Michael Keaton. Dogberry, Michael Keaton. It's very good, though. You do very much enjoy it. Good. You should join us. We're watching, I keep wanting to say Much Ado About Nothing again. We're watching a Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay, bye, Allie. See you later. Perhaps for the movie, you're welcome. We're going to be in the Discord tonight, 5 p.m. PST, so that's about 2 hours from now. It's about 2 hours from now. I end this stream at 3 p.m. PST, or PDT, but I always say PST. And then we watch it 2 hours from when the stream is over. But yeah. Michael Keaton is Dogberry. I'm betting that Sam Rockwell is somebody to do with Dogberry. Is he on this list? I thought he was in this. He's on this list. Oh, the reason though I brought it up though, besides the fact that that we're watching this movie tonight, is that there is a part where the character Beatrice, played by Emma Thompson, is like propositioned by Denzel Washington, who's playing the prince. Cause like nobody can bang this chick. No, like Beatrice is like, I am unbangable. You cannot bang me. And then like the prince is like, I mean, she actually married. They're talking about like marriage, you know? But the prince is like, okay, but what about marrying me? And like he is like serious. Like it is like that scene. It's just like, oh, the heart is like doki doki here. And she's like, oh, your lordship is too like is too expensive to wear every day. And that's what I feel about this polish. It's too expensive to wear every day. I think that maybe... Oh, wait, no, is he in... No, he's in Midsummer Night's Dream? Wait, is he just in Midsummer Night's Dream and it's also going to be... Hold on. Okay, he's in Midsummer Night's Dream. He's not in Much Ado. But which one is... What's his name in? I keep wanting to say Mark Ruffalo. So no, Sam Rockwell's in the thing tonight. Paul Rudd. Is he in... He's not in Much Ado About Nothing. Is he in A Midsummer Night's Dream? Because I was almost certain he was in one of these movies we're watching. He was in a TV movie of it. Is he in Much Ado? Okay, perhaps I was wrong about Paul Rudd being in another thing. I swear that we saw in one of the like IMDb's or something that he was in like one of these other movies, but he was in Romeo plus Juliet. So never mind, no Paul Rudd. For everybody who is waiting for more Paul Rudd, you're gonna have to wait until the next time we see Paul Rudd. He shows up in the darndest of places. My glasses are so foggy, by the way. Because it's warm in here. All right, everybody, it is about that time. So I'm going to be taking off. I'm going to start my engines and I am going to take off. But I will talk to you later today. I will be back on next Friday. But yeah, 5 p.m. PST, join us in the Discord. You got to be 18 plus. You got to be queer friendly. If you want to be in my Discord, you got to get with my queer folks. And yeah, I will see you all then. Good night. Jurg, you stayed with us the whole time. I feel so honored. All right. Talk to you later. I love you.